All right, a severe weather outbreak is coming. It is going to be Friday night. The area that we're looking at is going to be the Mid-South toward the Midwest. It is a very populated area. Look at the total population that'll be in harm's way. Over 52 million Americans in harm's way Friday night. Now, we have a medium chance for now. I think we'll be upgrading this, at least part of the area, to a high risk. All forms of severe weather are likely. I think the highest impacts are going to be there's going to be a widespread damaging wind event, and I do believe tornadoes are going to be on the ground. Let me show you where this starts. And you know what? It's eerily similar to last week. Why? We had an upper level low that was coming into California last week. That's what produced the severe weather on Friday, and then over the weekend. We have another upper level low coming into California as we speak. Now, this doesn't have a ton of tropical moisture with it, but you know what it does have? A ton of energy. Now, this upper low and this storm is going to take a farther northern track than the system we had over the weekend. Instead of this storm coming across the southern plains, this is going to go across the upper Midwest. The concern we have is that its energy maintains, or the storm maintains its energy. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Take a look at the upper level. Here's our chart. You see the red and the orange. Lots of reds and orange with this system as it comes across California Wednesday and then into the Southwest Thursday. Now watch as this starts to move out into the Plain States on Friday. I don't see any weakening of the system. You can see the energy code right here. You can see the yellows, even or reds, even some magenta colors. Now this means you have a lot of wind energy in the atmosphere. Now watch this move to the north. See, it's a northern track. And also, it starts to cut off an upper level low, so that means you're going to increase the spin around this storm. So everything that I see says that this is going to have a lot of wind energy across the Midwest. Now, you need warmth and moisture for severe weather. We're not looking at an abundance of warmth, but it is going to warm up significantly. Look at Chicago, tomorrow 40, 65 by Friday as the system hits. Springfield goes from 54 to 68. Kansas City goes from near 60 to 72. So it's warm enough. So I think we have enough warmth. We have the wind. Do we have the moisture? We're going to look at the moisture content here. So what is that? If you look through the entire depth of the atmosphere and you wrung it out, right? And it's like, imagine the atmosphere is like a towel, right? How much moisture do you have if you wrung it out? The darker the colors here, the more moisture you have. Look at this flow coming out of the Gulf. Here comes your moisture band. First on Thursday, there'll be isolated severe weather on Thursday, but watch. Thursday night and Friday, look at the yellows and oranges starting to show up here, unfortunately, across the Midwest. So it's warming up and the moisture is going to increase. And there we go as we go through today. Southern parts, Illinois, Indiana, you're in the yellow and orange. That means you have a lot of low-level moisture. So I think it checks all the boxes for severe weather. And I think the key is there's a lot of energy with this storm in the form of wind. Now, the severe weather begins on Thursday. No question, in the Central Plain states, it's isolated. I think the main threat is going to be wind and hail. Can't rule out an isolated tornado. But look at the area by the time we get into Friday. Notice from Kansas City toward Louisville, toward Indianapolis, east-west, north-south, from just south of Green Bay toward the Dallas area. We're starting to zone in on the moderate risk. What does that mean? That means the severe thunderstorms are more numerous. The some risk means the severe thunderstorms are isolated. And I really believe that as we grow a little more confident, and we're pretty confident now this is going to be a severe weather outbreak, I think we're going to be adding a high risk. Somewhere in this orange, if I would say anywhere from St. Louis, Peoria, across Illinois, Indiana, southern Illinois, and maybe into Kentucky. So again, we feel pretty confident this is going to be a severe weather outbreak. I think the main threat or the main impact we're going to see is this is going to be a widespread damaging wind event. But I do believe there will be tornadoes on the ground. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out these other videos here and be sure to subscribe for new content and the latest weather news from AccuWeather.